Good morning, y'all. Sorry I'm late. I think I'm a minute or two late. The Queen decided that she needed to go outside. Let me look at my chat. Cameron, good morning. Miss Juicy, good morning. Carolina Girl, Blue West. Clancy, I was thinking about you. Good morning, Always Love. Cement Shoes. I saw on the news that there was like flooding in Texas. I hope you and your family's okay and didn't get flooded out. I meant to message you in Discord. I had it on my mind, and I went to do something else and forgot, so my apologies. Hey, Cheryl T. Patty Lynn, good morning. How's everyone doing? It's a beautiful day outside, y'all. I'm going to be filling up my kiddie pool today. Let the sun warm up the water, of course, because I've got to be getting a tan. Hey, Keisha, good morning. So this morning, guys, be talking about that woman that was taking care of little Cash Gernon when he was living in her house, him and his little twin brother. He was taken from the bed and murdered by that weirdo. Let me fix my mic. Well, she has given an interview, and we're going to watch that interview. Hey, Emily, Faithful One, RNA. Good morning. Glad y'all can make it. She's given an interview, but first, we're going to watch this woman in Georgia beat down another woman in Little Caesars. You talk about a beat down. She torqued that woman's head up. It was awful. There was a little, right in Little Caesars, over a man, y'all. Over a man. I woke up to everything blown into the yard. Yuck, I didn't realize it was that bad. Oh, Always Love, I forgot you're in Texas too. I hope you're okay. That slipped my mind. For some reason, I always think of you in Tennessee. I don't know why. You just seem like a Tennessee type of gal to me. Anyways, prayers for everybody in Texas. Let me get over here. Let's watch this video. I just seen it right before I was getting ready to go live. I saw it on the news, so I went and found it so that we could watch it. This is crazy. Hold on a minute. I hate those big ads the Daily Mail puts up. Woman 25 is on the run after she beat and stomped on a young mother's head during a brutal attack inside a Little Caesars in Augusta, Georgia. This happened on Monday. Brittany Kennedy, 25, is wanted for battery over the attack on 22-year-old Emily Broadwater in the Little Caesars in Augusta, Georgia on Monday. Police said they were still searching for Kennedy as of Wednesday morning. Authorities say the ordeal broke out after Kennedy allegedly confronted the victim inside the restaurant and pulled a chair out from underneath her. Viral footage of the fight shows Kennedy dragging Broadwater by her hair, repeatedly punching her in the face, stomping on her head. Hey, that girl didn't have a chance. Police have not confirmed what sparked the fight, but witnesses at the scene said it appeared to be related to the suspect's children and their father. The victim evidently used to babysit Brittany Kennedy's kids, watch them while she was in jail. So she must have been messing around with Brittany's man or something. I don't know. Maybe Brittany just thought she was. Anyway, she's in some serious crap over this. What is going on, Daily Mail? It's like, it's froze up on me. Okay, here we go. We're going to watch the video. Let me see if I can get it in full view. Okay. And she beats this girl down. I mean, she got her ass whooped. More than whooped. It's awful, right in front of a little baby. Okay, I may have to close out some tabs here. My internet's acting all weird. Let's see if it'll load up.
You've never.
Well, it was. Let's mute. Okay. Hold on a minute, guys. Let me get this playing and then I'll screen share. It's not wanting to screen share. Let me refresh it. Or no, it's not wanting to play the video. I have problems playing the Daily Mail's videos sometimes. I've always had problems playing them. I don't know if it's like their website or what, my internet. Okay, let me see if I can get it going. Okay, I can. Let me screen share again. This is not the full video. I mean, she drags her out of the Little Caesars by the hair of her freaking head. Let's see if it'll play. Well, this sucks. That's alright. It's on YouTube. That's alright. Give me a second. Stupid Daily Mail. Okay, let me find it. Ah, crap. Brutal fight. If I can't find it this time, we're going to move on to cash. No, that's not it. It would not play. We'll get it, guys. Okay, I found a video. This is like a YouTube video. Oh gosh, this video has been removed for violating YouTube's terms of service. Oh, and it was the video of the brutal attack, so maybe we shouldn't play it because it's bad. I'll show y'all. Oh, that was a sign. That right there is a sign from God. Not to play the video. I could not get the video to play, but I found it. And it was just put up 5/19/2021. And look, this video has been removed for violating YouTube's terms of service. Anyways, this woman gets her head torqued up. I could show y'all some pictures of it real quick. I mean, it's crazy. There's like, when they start fighting, there is a little baby, like a little bitty tiny pretty little girl baby, like right there beside of them. And somebody grabs the baby up real quick. We will look at the pictures if the damn pictures will load. I freaking hate the Daily Mail. That's why I don't like to read their stuff. They've always got a big old ad over this part and they won't load up. See? Look at this crap. Okay. See, there's one of the fights. And she just keeps, her pictures, she just keeps drilling that girl in the head. She's got her by the hair of the head. And that girl can't do nothing. She cannot do nothing. She tries to kick and stuff. It don't do no good. She keeps thumping her in the head. And then she drags her out of the store. And she thumps her in the head several different times. And then she stomps her in the head. I kid you not. We'll try to see if it'll play again, but no, we won't either because we'll get in trouble. Anyways, we're going to move on. She's in trouble for it, and you know what? I got a more important case to talk about. Okay, so let me find my crap here. Inside the bedroom where Cash Gernon was snatched by Darian Brown. Monica Sherrod, 35, broke down in tears on Tuesday as she entered the boy's bedroom for the first time since Cash was allegedly abducted. They ain't no allegedly about it. He was abducted. Okay. Now, this was on Fox News this morning. Mark said, did you ever think about maybe she told that boy to do that because she didn't want to take care of the twins anymore? See, the dad's on the run. That's why nobody can find him. He's got a warrant out for his arrest. Okay, there's some pictures of the bedroom. Okay, so there's the biological dad. I wish I could get that today's top videos thing down. I don't even see a place to get it down at. This is your fault, buddy, for taking off and leaving your kids there. He's part to blame for this. Okay. Hopefully this plays right here. If not, I will play it from my phone. Okay. See, stuff's just not wanting to load up, guys. And we really need to watch this, so bear with me a minute. It might take just a second. Okay. Okay, what happened? I didn't push nothing. Okay, let me move my thing. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Let me mute myself.
That's exactly the way that it was before. Was that because they were playing in
Oh, he was happy. He was a happy baby. He, eager to learn. He was very eager to learn. He wanted to know how to read so bad. He always said, what does that say? And what's that say? And then what's that say? Oh, man.
Was he a happy child?
He was a very happy child. Very, very, very happy. And he was, like I said, eager to learn. He loved bugs. I don't like bugs. Cash would chase me with bugs. And he thought it was funny. Cash was more outspoken than Carter. Cash was the leader. He was the one that showed Carter how to do everything. Carter's the smart boy. Cash was the one that was brave enough to follow through with everything. So Cash was he loved school. He loved, like I said, reading. He loved books. I used to read to them every night. And he always wanted me to read the same book over and over again.
And you went to shrine to him for the first time yesterday.
Yes.
And you laid down his favourite toy.
His dinosaur. He loved the dinosaur. It was given to him by my son Landon. And Cash, I have so many videos and pictures of him running around the house with that dinosaur. He will be missed here very much. Very much so. Cash was like my own son.
Can you tell me a little bit about the day when it happened?
Yeah. I woke up a little late because, like I said, Cash didn't wake me up. Cash is normally the one that wakes me up. In the morning, we get up about 7. We eat the breakfast, and then we get ready for school. That's what they called it. And we'd sit at the table and do our ABCs and our shapes and our colors, and then I'd let them go play, and then we'd do lunch and then naps. The day
What
that
happened on this day?
the day that he was missing, I got up late and I thought it was weird. It was kind of like, it's 10 o'clock, you guys already. You waited late to wake mommy up, so I figured Cash was still in bed. My son is who walked in the room and said, "Where's Cash at, Carter?" Because they're never separate. They don't separate. And Carter goes, "He went outside. He went out front." So we believed Carter, you know what I'm saying? And so my boys started looking for him, and I started screaming, "Cash, if you're hiding from mommy, it's not funny anymore. Come out. It's time for breakfast." He wouldn't answer, so I called 911.
Did you look for him around the house?
Yes, they went all the way around the block. My boys did. They went all the way up this alleyway. They walked all the way down to the little corner, you know, yelling for Cash. And he wasn't answering, and I knew something was wrong. Something in my mind I knew. So I called 911 and told them I couldn't find Cash. And they said, "When did I notice he was gone?" I said, "Immediately when I got up, when Carter woke me up. We noticed Cash was gone, and I didn't even think about their surveillance system."
When did you look at the surveillance?
When we were at the detective's office, my son, I was crying and I was confused and like in a million pieces and praying to God they would still find Cash, and that little boy wasn't Cash. I kept telling my daughter, "That's not Cash." And she said, "Mommy, it has to be. Nobody else is missing a baby."
When there was a report of a body that had been found?
And I said, "No, it's not Cash." And when my son had went into his interview, Matthew was the last to be interviewed, he remembered all of a sudden, "Mom has cameras." And when you're going through something like that, you don't think about all of that. All you think about is your baby that's missing. And when they said, "Mom has cameras," I rewinded the cameras, and there he was, the boy taking my son out of his bed.
How did you feel when you saw that?
I freaked out. I'm sure my kids heard me. I was devastated. I started screaming because my daughter kept telling me, "Mom, somebody did this. Mom, somebody did this to our baby." And I'm like, no, they didn't. He's going to be found. They're going to find him. And they did. They did do it. They took him. Why would they hurt him? He was 4. He was like this big. Like he was so little. He wasn't even the size of a 4-year-old. He was so tiny. I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can't.
Can you just tell me where you saw the
Go. It looks like all torn apart. I've got the surveillance if you want to see it. I had no clue he was even taken. I thought Cash got out. I thought he got out the front door.
So I went looking for him.
So we all did. My son, him, and my son Matthew were basically looking for him. And when 10 minutes into it, I called 911 because I realized he didn't just get out. We couldn't find him. Somebody took him or something. And so I called 911.
Okay, look at that nasty ass bedroom. What in the hell is she on? She's on something. She's on some type of drugs, I can tell. I mean, I'm a recovering addict. I've been in recovery for a long time, and I can tell when someone's using. She's on something. She got that scratch on her nose. They probably do speed. That's why her eyes are big like that. And people that smoke meth or shoot meth, whatever, they will pick their faces and stuff sometimes. So I saw in the chat, Kelly said that she read that the kids and the dad had just moved in February. Just moved in February. And he left in what? Let me read this article. Let's see. We don't want to read what she just said. Said you don't want to touch the bedroom. Let's see. The twins' father, Trevor Gernon, had custody of the boys and moved in with Sherrod in February. So Kelly's right. He fled in March after learning there was a warrant out for his arrest and has not been heard from since. You freaking coward, you. Won't even come out of hiding and somebody murdered your innocent little child. Piece of crap. I thought something might have happened to him or something. You know, that's what I was thinking last night when we was discussing it on the porch. I hate the Daily Mail. When you get on this site, it won't scroll, it won't play videos or anything. It always happens. So there's a picture. He don't look too drugged out, but you never know. That picture may have been taken when he wasn't active in addiction. I wonder what the warrant's for. Let me scroll on down. Okay, she told the Daily Mail she began raising the boys as her own in March, when Gernon, who had custody of the kids, suddenly fled after getting into legal troubles and has not been heard from since. So, okay, so that tells me, why were they taken from the biological mother? Why didn't she have custody of them? What's her story? Now, the other twin, little Carter, he's been reunited with his biological mom and grandmother. Let's see. That's about it. It just goes on to say, you know, this weirdo was seen returning after he took cash. He comes back at daybreak to take little Carter, but thank God he didn't. He would have got caught if he had tried to have took Carter, because that kid was waking up. He probably would have screamed or something. This is a sad case. Why in the hell would he do this? I think she said that she had told this guy before, I think his name is Darian Brown, like to stay away from her kids. So she knows this fool. Let me look at his eyes. Well, his eyes are pretty damn glassy, aren't they? Looks like reflection of light in them. I bet he's on something too. He acted weird, like in that surveillance footage on the nanny cam. It looked like he was talking to somebody on the phone the way he had his hand held up to his ear. But I went back and I've watched the video several times and he wasn't on the phone with anybody. She owed him drug money. Yes, they got him, Ninny. They have got him, thank goodness. Let me get back to find my chat on YouTube so I can see everybody's comment. I can't see everybody's comment on StreamYards. Just shows the top comments, which is dumb. That is so dumb they do that. I just don't understand. Well, why didn't she contact anybody after he just left her with these kids? Like he had just moved in with her like in February. The only thing I can figure is she kept those kids so he wouldn't lose custody of them because she knows where he's at hiding out. Did you notice that wedding band she had on? She had on some kind of band. Watch both. When he took cash and then when he came back for Carter. I don't think it's the same person. Oh, really? It looked like the same person to me because of the way they walked and his little skinny legs. I'll go back and watch. I'm going to have to hear more about this. I'm going to trash this woman. She seems to have loved the babies. Yeah, but there's something weird. There's just something weird about it. She, like I said, I think she probably didn't, like, get a hold of the biological family of the twins because she didn't want her man to lose custody of them. She knows where he's at hiding out, I'd say. See, when he went back the second time, he was talking out loud, wasn't it? He then left. Was he not worried she would wake up? Yes, he did say something out loud, Kelly, and I could not make it out. The only thing I could make out is he said crib. Yes, I think the same person but different clothes. Yeah, he probably had to go home and change clothes because evidently he stabbed the youngin with a sharp weapon. He probably had blood on him. And then his mom, I think her name is Mimi's like, oh, he was home with me all weekend. No, lady, he was wandering the neighborhood taking kids from their bed. Took a kid from their bed, murdered him, was going to do the other one. I was just thinking the same thing, Cece. Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense. Anybody else that, like, somebody just moves in with you, new relationship or whatever, and they bring their kids, and they just take off and leave, and you don't know where the hell they're at, you're going to contact somebody. You just can't go keep on taking care of kids because, you don't legally have guardianship over them. You just can't do that. You can't take them to the doctor. I know here in Virginia, unless, like, it's an emergency or something, you just can't take someone's kid to the doctor. No, you got to have permission and stuff. So, like, I don't know. She seemed like she did care about him. I'm going to give her that, but I do think she's active in addiction. And that carpet in that room was filthy. You can get those stains up. Well, the way he held him out like he was handing him off to somebody is crazy. Yes, how did he get in? Did y'all notice that curtain tore down? Was that like that back in the other footage? Do we need to go back and watch the footage again? God, I hate to. That footage really bothered me. I was talking to Mark about it this morning because it was on Fox News, and, he's like, isn't that case you've been talking about? And I was like, yeah. Let me go back. Let's watch the footage again. Okay. Let me screen share. Maybe we can try. Y'all pay attention at the end of this video. See if anybody's got any headphones. Because I don't have headphones. Try to make out what this weirdo says when he comes back at daybreak. Right when he's getting ready to leave the room, he says something. Little Carter getting in bed. Let's just watch it again. I'm going to go get some coffee. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. See why he's got his hand up there? I thought he was on the phone. Just being careful not to wake him up. Hey, Diana. I know it's Cheryl T. He acts like he's on something, doesn't he? You son of a bitch. He's back for the other one. Something creeping on in. What did he say? Let's go back. Wait. Creeping on in. He said something, he's asleep, and then he says creeping on in. Ah, crap, I hate this freaking video play. Creeping on in, I think. Little Carter wakes up. Look, he looks down for his brother. Bless his little heart. Looking for his brother. Look at him. Poor little feller. I gotta quit watching this, guys. Oh gosh, I got tears welled up in my eyes. That is so hard to watch. It sounded like that fool said creeping on in or something. He said something about the kid being asleep, and it sounded like to me he said creeping on in. Okay, let me catch up my chat here. Okay. I think he says creeping on me. I gotta leave. Is that what he said, Cheryl T? I can't hear good because I don't got no headphones. I used to have some real good hook first Bluetooths, earbud things, and they messed up on me. He could have changed before he came back, or could be a second person. I think he changed his clothes. It looked like to me he changed his clothes, but it's the same person. You can tell it's the same person. I just can't with this one. Sorry, guys. This happened in my state. Oh, that's all right, Diana. It is sad. Hey, prayers for that family. Hey, we're going to move on from it and talk about some more things because it's starting to bother me too, Diana, and affect me. I'm lost for words, guys. I'm just lost for words. It don't make sense. Now, the girlfriend, the caretaker, hey, she seemed like she cared about the kids. But she does seem like she's on something to me. It just don't, it probably, it's not a good environment for kids. I'm not going to be too harsh on her, though. Because as far as we know, there's no proof or anything that, like, she was involved or set this up or anything. Of course, that has entered my mind. It's still in my mind. You know, could she have set this up? Didn't want to take care of him anymore. It's a possibility she could have owed him drug money. We don't know. Okay, let me get to my other articles. There's a weirdo in Florida I was going to tell y'all about. I was talking about it on the porch yesterday. Another case out of Florida. This is a woman predator, sex predator. She actually held a 12-year-old boy down and raped him in front of a 12-year-old girl. And the 12-year-old girl was awake, of course. And he was trying to mouth to her, you know, help. Help me. Look at this ugly, giant, fat-ass bitch. I know I'm chunky, but damn. I don't care to body shame these weirdos. Not one bit. Boy begs for help after heavy Florida woman pins him down, rapes him in front of 12-year-old girl. I think I put fat woman in my thumbnail. A boy who attended a sleepover says he was sexually assaulted by a drunk Florida woman who pinned him down and forced him to have intercourse. On May 8th, the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office responded to a sexual assault report involving a minor male and an adult female, identified as 43-year-old Jessica Ray Good. According to the arrest affidavit, the victim said he attended a 16th birthday party at a bowling alley on May 9th before going to a friend's house with other friends to spend the night. The homeowner, who went out drinking with Good on the night in question, returned to the residence with the suspect at around 2 a.m. The victim told police that the suspect appeared intoxicated, stayed up with the teens while the homeowner went to bed. At some point, the suspect allegedly gave the boy alcohol. He told police he had never had alcohol prior to the incident. The victim said he then went back to sleep but woke up to Good pulling down his pants. The victim claimed that the suspect then removed her pants and underwear. Ugh. The victim, said he felt the suspect's hands grab his penis, then insert his penis into her vagina, the arrest affidavit states. Damn, I hated reading that. There's the arrest affidavit. The victim told police that Good was too heavy and he didn't have the leverage to push her off of him. I'd say not. She's a freaking giant. When authorities interviewed the suspect, she allegedly claimed that she blacked out and woke up to find the teen boy's fingers in her private area. Another child at the party, however, told police that she heard Good making inappropriate sexual remarks to the victim. The witness said they also heard Good encouraging a 12-year-old girl to have sex with a teen boy whose DICK was probably down to his knee. What a sick bitch. Okay, investigators later interviewed the 12-year-old who confirmed that Good gave them alcohol. The child added that she heard Good making inappropriate remarks to the victim. She also said she heard the victim call Good a whore several times. The girl said while she was trying to sleep on a beanbag, she witnessed Good sexually assaulting the victim, who mouthed help to her. Good was subsequently arrested and charged with unlawful sexual activity with certain minors and willfully abusing a child without causing great bodily harm. She's been ordered to have no contact with the victim and witness. According to court documents, Good pleaded not guilty to the charges against her. Oh, they all do. I'd like to know her criminal background, wouldn't y'all? Let me see what this says. I'm going to tell you what, if that was my child, she wouldn't be standing there in that mugshot right now. She'd be going 6 foot under if she touched my kid. Now, she didn't cause great bodily harm to him. Bull crap, he's like damaged mentally now. Just because he's a boy doesn't mean that it's not going to affect him. You know, a lot of people think that way. Oh, it's a boy. He should be glad, he's having sex. No, no, no. Let me tell you something. You cannot trust. There ain't no way in hell I'd let my son go and stay at somebody's house and them going out drinking and having other people, other adults stay over at the house and me not knowing them. No, no, no. My son don't go stay all night with no friends. If he wants, to have a sleepover, he has sleepovers. But he don't go to anyone's house. Hell no, it's not happening. I know how these weirdos are. I was abused as a child. It's not happening. It's Juicy Scoop. Hopefully going to prison. Yeah, she's a nasty piece of shit. Hey, speaking of women sex predators, the other day I was watching Women's Lockup, and they were showing the prison outside of Nashville, Tennessee's only women's prison. And they had women on there that were sex offenders. And this one woman, she was a sex offender. And how she became that is because her boyfriend had this fantasy of kidnapping and raping like a 12, 13-year-old girl. And the only way he was going to marry this woman is if she helped him do that. So they did that. But they let the victim go. And she didn't have no remorse. You know what she said? She said, I lost him and I'm in here in prison. That's what she said. She had no remorse. Only remorse she had that she was sitting in prison. She cared more about not having him than what she had done. Sick bitch. And you should have seen her freaking makeup. Oh my lord. You talk about clown makeup. I don't know where she got that hot pink lipstick. But it's horrible. And if you think my eyebrows are bad, oh my lord. Oh, mine look perfect compared to hers. It's like pencil thin, drawled on there. She was a chunky girl too. Oh, she was a complete weirdo. Oh crap, I'm about to block somebody. Hey Juju. Let's see what Clancy said. Wow, you're right, CC. They always do plead not guilty when they get busted doing crap. Yeah, that has just got something to do that most everybody, even like with DUIs and stuff, most people go in there and they plead not guilty until it's like trial day or something. Then they'll change their mind. Oh, I'm going to plead guilty, and they're going to be trying to get a plea deal. Okay, so what else are we going to talk about? Oh, the Mollie Tibbets case has started. Prosecutors opened up and, we could watch it live, but we're not going to. I don't got time, unfortunately. But the prosecutors opened up and basically they said that the suspect led them to Mollie's body. He had covered her body with cornstalks. Now, the defense is trying to blame Mollie's boyfriend because her and her little boyfriend had some trouble. All people have trouble in relationships. Just because somebody's a bad boyfriend and a cheater, don't make them a killer. I always say that. Let's read this. Mollie Tibbets' trial lawyer casts suspicion on slain jogger's boyfriend, brings up cheating and anger issues. Okay, so the boyfriend of slain Iowa jogger Mollie Tibbets testified Monday at the Scott County Courthouse in Davenport during the first day of the murder trial against dairy farm worker Christian Riviera. I probably didn't say his name right. He don't deserve his name pronounced correctly. During opening statements, prosecutor Bart Claver announced that DNA evidence and a video confession would help prove the murder suspect Riviera is responsible for the death of 20-year-old Mollie. Police found Mollie's body in a secluded cornfield south of, oh my gosh, let me see if I can say this, Gernon or something like that in August 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, when you examine this evidence together, there can be no other conclusion that the defendant killed Mollie Tibbets, Claver said. The defense argued that Mollie's boyfriend, Dalton Jack, was an angry man with a history of cheating on Mollie. While on the stand, 23-year-old Dalton claimed that he did cheat on Mollie one time, but said they were working out their issues and didn't break up over it. No, they were living together. Jack admitted that he had a short temper as a teen. He also admitted that 3 days prior to her disappearance, Mollie had expressed that she was unhappy about him cheating on her. Of course she was. He said regardless of their private issues, he had nothing to do with Mollie's disappearance and death. He said he considered the infidelity an irrelevant issue when he first spoke to police and didn't mention it, as the more pressing issue was Mollie's disappearance. I was 19 years old. It was the beginning of our relationship. I screwed up one time. Mollie knew about it and we got past it, Jack said. Mollie was staying at Jack's home in Brooklyn, Iowa, that he shared with his brother when she vanished. Jack was out of town at the time. He was about 140 miles away from Brooklyn. On July 18, 2018, the day Mollie disappeared, Dalton said he had worked a 12-hour shift, then drank beer and hung out with coworkers before going back to his hotel room. So he's got a solid alibi. Dalton initially told police that he was watching television on July 18th. He also admitted he told investigators that he last spoke to Mollie at 10:30 p.m. through Snapchat, although phone records show he opened the message at around 1 a.m. Well, he was drinking beer and he'd worked a 12-hour shift, so, I get times and stuff mixed up sometimes. Defense attorney Chad Free questioned Dalton on his whereabouts on the night in question, pushing him to answer why his phone had a Maps app open at night. Dalton replied that he left apps open on his phone. That he often left apps open on his phone. I do that too. Meanwhile, the suspect, Riviera, who appeared in court wearing a white button-down shirt, watching intently as Claver spoke, a translator interpreted the testimony in Spanish for Riviera through headphones. Claver told the jury that Riviera was the only person responsible for Mollie's death after the suspect allegedly confessed to hiding her body. He remembered Mollie being in the trunk, his admission of taking Mollie's bloody body out of the trunk, putting her on his shoulder, taking her into the field and leaving her there and covering her with cornstalks, Claver said. Okay, there's the weirdo is. Look at those weirdo eyes. You can tell he's not wrapped too tight. Okay, so let's read about the disappearance and death of Mollie for people that don't know about it, and this will refresh our memories too, and then I'll look at the chat, guys. 1 second. So, on August 16, 2018, a few days before authorities found Mollie's body, a sheriff's deputy spoke with Riviera after he voluntarily pulled over his black Chevrolet Malibu after spotting a deputy following him. Through an interpreter, Riviera initially told the deputy he knew nothing about Mollie's disappearance. Surveillance footage provided by a local Brooklyn resident later showed a car that looked exactly like Riviera circling around a jogger several times on July 18, 2018, the last time Mollie was seen alive. During our neighborhood canvass, we came across an individual that had security cameras, Sheriff Tom Kringle said in 2018, explaining how Riviera landed on the radar of authorities. He, the resident with surveillance footage, was kind enough to give us footage from it, and through that we were able to identify a vehicle that we believe belonged to Mr. Riviera. It was a black Malibu, and from that we were able to track his pattern and the routes in which he took. On August 18, 2018, deputies arrived at Riviera's workplace at Yabara Farms and asked him through a Spanish interpreter if they could search his car. He reportedly agreed. Riviera again voluntarily spoke with authorities according to court documents. This time, he indicated he did see Mollie and thought she was hot. He also said Mollie waved hi to him several times. Weirdos like that, you can't even say hi to them. They'll think you're flirting with them. Around the same time, investigators found blood inside Riviera's car. At 11:30 p.m. that night, federal agents put an immigration detainer on Riviera, who's originally from Mexico and was living undocumented in the United States. He wasn't even supposed to be here. Throughout the rest of the interview, according to authorities, Riviera made numerous incriminating statements. Riviera, gradually shifted from a denial of killing Mollie to a claim that he didn't remember doing anything to her, court documents read. Mollie, a University of Iowa student and an avid jogger who ran on the cross-country team during high school, disappeared on July 18th from Brooklyn, Iowa. Authorities eventually charged Riviera with murder after he led them to Mollie's deceased body, found in a cornfield about 12 miles southeast of Brooklyn, according to an arrest affidavit. The defendant led police directly to Mollie's body at the conclusion of the interview. He was seen in the proximity to Mollie while she was running on the last night of her life, and Mollie's blood was found in the trunk of the defendant's car, the prosecution wrote. All of these facts are extrinsic to the interview and independently establish the defendant was the killer, not a false confessor. Riviera reportedly told investigators that he spotted Mollie jogging near Middle and Boundary Streets when he slowed down and started following her in his black Chevrolet Malibu. At some point, Riviera got out of the vehicle and began following the University of Iowa student by foot, even jogging alongside her. Apparently frightened, Mollie told the suspect she would call 911, then pulled out her phone, according to Riviera's reported admission. Riviera said he became upset and blacked out at the threat, something he claimed he did often when becoming too angry. He's psycho, and that was according to investigators. Not the psycho part, I added that in. Riviera allegedly told investigators the next thing he remembered was waking up inside his car parked at a rural intersection. He immediately made a U-turn and drove to the entrance of a rural field. He then drove into a driveway of a cornfield. Riviera said at some point he looked down and noticed Mollie's earpiece from her earbuds or headphones lying on his lap and realized he put her in the trunk. Upon checking the trunk, Riviera said he found Mollie inside, with one side of her head bloodied, according to the affidavit. The suspect allegedly said he pulled Mollie out of the trunk, dragged her by foot into a secluded area in the woods. Riviera then tossed Mollie over his shoulders and walking around 20 meters into the woods where he tossed her body on the ground and covered her with corn leaves, the affidavit read. This is a slam dunk. He's going to be found guilty. Her blood DNA is in the trunk of his car. He led investigators, most importantly, he led investigators directly to her body. I mean, if he didn't kill her, how did he know where her body was at? He's not freaking psychic. Wonder how many other women that he's attacked and killed and dumped. Maybe he's picked up hitchhikers. Maybe he's picked up people that don't keep in contact with family and friends. Done something to them. Who knows? Maybe he's killed people in Mexico. Now, I do know that his sister and Mollie went to high school together. I do know that. Sick son of a bitch. Well, he's never going back to Mexico again. He's going to prison. They got the death penalty in Iowa. When I worked in law enforcement, I seen 2 rapists get released without going to court. It was sickening. They were both caught with evidence, but politics play a big part. Oh, gosh. Maybe I shouldn't be counting my chickens before the eggs hatch. But just with that DNA evidence and that confession, looks like to me it's a slam dunk unless there's some kind of technicality or something. Gets him out of trouble. Where does an illegal get a car? Who did that belong to? Hey, good question. How the hell did they get a driver's license? Well, hell, he probably didn't have one. He probably didn't care. He probably rode around without one. Too bad they can't deport him to a Mexican prison. Oh, it's bad in there, Kelly. I've watched Lockup inside of a Mexican prison. Oh, it's bad. No air conditioning. Oh, they don't got running water in their cells and stuff. Oh, no, it's bad. I don't understand why they are focusing on the boyfriend. Well, the defense is just trying to get their client out of trouble, Carolina girl. He's got a solid alibi. It's dumb, ain't it, for them to focus on him, and him got a solid alibi. He was out of town. He's got co-workers to back him up. Probably surveillance video of wherever they drink beer at. He worked a 12-hour shift. He didn't do it. Like he said, I'm not going to give that boy a hard time for cheating on her. Of course he shouldn't have done that. Say that hurt her deeply. But gosh almighty, there's just young kids, He's just 19 years old. And Mollie, she must have forgave him for it. She was still with him. It was probably still bothering her, of course. But if he is illegal, how did his sister go to high school with Mollie? I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Maybe she's a legal citizen, but she went to high school with Mollie. I do know that. Maybe she's here legally, and he come up illegal. I don't know. They did go to high school together. The illegals can get driver's license to work on farm. Well, they shouldn't be able to get no driver's license if they're here illegally. Because they're not even supposed to be here, so why give them a freaking license? It don't even make sense. If he had been caught and deported, Mollie Tibbets would still be here today. Freaking weirdo. He's probably the reason he's up here from Mexico. Not just to work. He's probably raped and killed women down there, too. So he just blacks out and, like just bursts out into anger and kills people and beats people up and then just don't remember it. No, come on now. I don't know if I believe that. Our government is stupid. I know it. I know it always, love. The guy who killed my friend had a sister in Kansas, and he hid there for a while. She was legal. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear about your friend, Lisa Irwin. Prayers. You know what? If she hid him out, she should have got, what is that called? Aiding and abetting charge for that. Hey, I'm not going to hide out no killer, brother or not. It's not right. Sometimes you got to do hard things when you love people. There's no way I would take up for anybody in my family that hurt someone. I just wouldn't. Of course, you wouldn't want to believe your family member done something like that, but honey, if they lay out the evidence in front of me, I'm going to believe it. You know, if they've got evidence, DNA and stuff. Oh my goodness. Anyways. I guess that's probably going to do it for our true crime stream this morning. Let me just get back over here and see what else is going on first. So, see if there's anything else. Girl who escaped knife point kidnapping attempt says watching Law and Order helped catch the perp. Oh gosh, you know that 11-year-old girl that fought off that weirdo in Florida? You know, she was sitting there waiting on her bus to come, her school bus that morning. She was sitting on the ground. She had something out of her backpack. It was blue slime. She was sitting there messing with blue slime, right? When he tried to kidnap her. Thank God, you know, she started kicking and stuff. And, you know, they fell to the ground. So he just left her and took off. But when cops caught up to him, guess what? He still had that blue slime on his arm. Yep. But he had tried to spray paint his bumper black. And guess what? This weirdo has a 2-year-old child. 2-year-old child. It is my opinion that he was going to rape and murder this little girl. There is no way in hell he was going to turn her loose after her seeing his face and stuff. No way. Let's read this. Girl who escaped knife point kidnapping attempt says Law and Order helped catch the perp. The Florida girl who broke free from a would-be kidnapper used what she learned from watching Law and Order to help catch the suspect. 11-year-old Alyssa Bonell was seen on surveillance video fighting off and fleeing from a man who tried to snatch her from her bus stop in Pensacola Tuesday morning. The girl had been playing with blue slime when she was waiting for the bus and told her mother that she made sure to leave some traces of the slime on the suspect, who police located the same day. Alyssa's mother, Amber Bonell, told the Pensacola News-Journal that she normally waits for the bus with her daughter, but was running behind on Tuesday morning because she needed to change her baby's diaper. Before she was finished, Alyssa came running back home and told her mom what happened. Okay, I was wondering why this little 11-year-old girl was out here waiting on the bus by herself, you know. I was wondering, so that makes sense. Her first words were, "Somebody tried to kidnap me. He grabbed me by my throat and had a knife," she said. She was able to kick him, and she tripped him and freed herself, Amber said. She said, "Mom, I had to leave some sort of evidence behind, like on Law and Order, SVU. We've watched probably every episode on Hulu. She's a smart cookie. She thinks on her toes. She's got that slime everywhere." Hey, thank the Lord for the slime. As previously reported, surveillance footage and the child's description helped lead police to a residence where they found and arrested the suspect, Jared Stenga. Although Jared had repainted the vehicle he was driving during the attack, detectives noted blue slime on his arm. In an interview with WKRG, Alyssa described the terrifying moments of fighting off her attacker. Well, I've not seen that. So that weirdo's in jail, and he's got like a $1 million bond. Let's watch Alyssa tell us about it. She is a smart cookie. I bet her mama is real proud of her. That was some smart thinking. That's amazing. There's that weirdo. That's amazing she had time to think about that. Because I'll tell you what, she probably done a better job than me. He'd probably got off with me. Okay, let's go back in. Let's see if the video will play. Just give it a minute. Sometimes if I try to screen share before it's loaded up, it don't want to load good. So, okay. When I stopped screen sharing, it loaded. Let's watch and see what she says. I've not got to see a close-up of her face. Honey, she had an angel with her that day.
Tonight, we are hearing from the 11-year-old girl nearly kidnapped yesterday from her school bus stop. Her mother says they had just talked recently about what to do in this type of situation.
Cody Long is live tonight where this happened on Old Coreyfield Road in Escambia County. And Cody, that mother has just got to be so relieved and proud of her child.
Yeah, Roseanne, she is proud and she is thankful that her daughter had the courage to fight back as she was just waiting here for the school bus. 11-year-old Alyssa Bunnell talks about what was going through her mind when a man with a knife tried to kidnap her.
What is he gonna do with me? Where is he gonna play? Where am I gonna be at? What is my family gonna think? Scared, anxious.
30-year-old Jared Stanga is charged in the crime.
A man came out of the car and he had a knife in his hand. I tried running off, but then he got me. He took me with his arm and I was able to get him down to the ground and I was able to get away.
She ran to the nearest house. Her neighbor, Douglas Rudolph, had his door open.
She come running around the corner towards me, hollering my name, saying some guy was trying to get her.
Alyssa's mother, Amber, is thankful she got home safely.
She's an amazing little girl.
She usually watches Alyssa closely, but she was a couple minutes late getting outside Tuesday morning.
I want parents to be extra aware, you know, even the parents that watch their kids 24/7. That one time that you don't, that was the one time that I was running late because I had to change the baby's diaper.
Alyssa was playing with some blue slime as she usually does. And when deputies found Stanga, they say he had some of it on him.
He got caught blue-handed.
And Alyssa wants other kids to know to never talk to strangers, run away, or fight back if you have to, because it could save your life. Reporting live in Escambia County, I'm Cody Long, WKRG News 5.
I think the Disney World down there, Disneyland, whatever it's called, should give that young lady a free trip for a day, a free pass for a day. And give her some Mickey Mouse and merch. Let the whole family go. That's what I think. If I owned that place, if I was rich, I'd send her some money to go there. I really would. Let me catch up my chat. I want to say goodbye to y'all this morning. And y'all remember to check out Always Loves Air Fresheners. Let me go get the link to her channel real quick. Y'all can go over there and watch her video. And you can figure out how to order. She's got all kinds of scents, like air fresheners you can hang up in your car or wherever. I think she's got like some scent sachets or something too. Let me scroll back and get this video. I need to give her a wrench so she can post her link. Okay. Copy. Okay, y'all please show her some support. Check out her channel. Check out her handmade air fresheners. They are so stinking cute. You can even get them in the shape of a pecker. I had to say that. I had to say it. She's got any shape that you want. Where is Always Love at? In my chat. I need to find her a second. Okay. Add moderator. Okay. Okay, I just gave you a wrench so like you can like post your link and stuff when you're in here. So people can check out your channel and check out your homemade little air fresheners. They're so cute. I'm going to be ordering several here soon. This week sometime. So be on the lookout for my order. Okay, guys. So I'm going to get off here. We will try to do a chat on the porch this evening. I don't know if I'll be on camera because I mean, I have no makeup on because I'm thinking about going and sunning a little bit today. Oh, that feels so good on my old aching bones. I'm going to fill up my little swimming pool and have a good little time. Take the little dog tent out there so my dog's got shade. Lisa Irwin, agree. Celebrate her win. Yes, I think she deserves a free trip. If you have Discord, I have it listed. I make scent jars, car scents, and sachets. Oh, my first wrench. I even have a wrench shape. Oh, that's awesome. Do you have a wrench shape? I'll have to order, mark one of those for the Jeep then. A red one. Can I get it in red? Anyways, y'all, oh yeah, please remember Cement Shoes' mom in y'all's thoughts and prayers. He was in the chat last night. His mom's in ICU. So remember her and Miss Maggie. Always love, booze love, and never lose hope. Her mom's not doing well right now. Anyways, guys, thanks for chatting. Thanks for your support. I will probably see y'all later. Have a great day. Be safe. Be kind. In peace. RNA, I'm going to throw you a wrench too, okay, girl?